The Dead Man's Switch. Your plane hits the SeaTac tarmac with a jolt. Welcome to Seattle. The chilly northwest rain obscures your visions as you step onto the tarmac. Before long, you're sitting on the cramped backseat of a cab, following the signal from Sam's locator chip into the heart of the Redmond Barrens. Organ grinders, a legal chop shop for body parts, whether from the living or the dead. If you're hurting bad enough for New Yen, this is a place to sell a limb or an organ. It's also a good place to dispose of an inconvenient body while making a little cash on the side. This franchise's closest thing to the Barrens has to a morgue. It seems that where Sam Watt's bodies ended up. You open the door and are assaulted with the smell of death and bleach. Hello, and welcome back. I am Maester Aelix, and this is ShadowRun, Dead Man's Switch. We are right back where we left off in this hospital. So, yay. Let's explore around. Hold down the Alt button. I'm in the back, says the voice on the intercom. The smell of death and decomposition wash over you, only slightly masked by the minty fake fresh of industrial-grade antiseptic. Well, looking around, seeing if there's any points of interest. Doesn't appear to be any. Alright, let's go talk to this Dresden person. Hovering over the recently departed is a small dwarf whistling a tune. His broad grin says, "I love my job. A little more than you'd want to expect for someone in a chop shop trade." As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes, though it might just be the stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. "Sorry, I didn't expect any visitors at this hour. And some asshole at corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you, sir? Are you the coroner?" "I'm John Dresden, the organ grinder branch manager here. So yeah, that makes me this franchise area's coroner too. And you are?" Let's see. "Aelixander, I represent a man named Sam Watts, and I'm here to look into his murder." He frowns. "Interesting. A dead man makes for a strange client. What makes you think he's here?" "Sam had a locator chip embedded in his skull. I followed it here." "I see. Well, you're right. He's here. Not too many people know about the murder yet, though. The press haven't caught wind of it yet. What with it being all the way out in the Barrens." "So, who told you he was dead?" Let's see. Sam did. His heart stopped. 100. No, I can tell him about the money. Sam's digital ghost. When his heart stopped, I got sent a recording message to bring me to his killer justice. Guess he had a hunch. The dwarf raises an eyebrow, a smile wiping suspicion from his face. "A dead man switcher? Fascinating. I was working on him earlier. He's over here. Or he's over there." "He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. The third one was downtown." "The Ripper, I guess the classics never go out of style." Sounds grisly. Or Emerald City Ripper? He sighs. "Not my title. That's what the Seattle press insists on calling the killer. All I know is he's like the original Jack. Our Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel, but this one's even more twisted. He or she always removes an internal organ from the victim." What prize did the Ripper get from Sam? Sam Watt's liver was cleanly cut out. Well, how about the other lucky contestants? The first victim's heart was missing, and the third had a spleen removed. Dresden, get out here, says McCluskey. Alright, well. Sam's body is half covered by a sterile surgical sheet. His face is ashen white, for the first time without a smirk on it. Below the chest there's a small, pencil-thin incision covered in dried blood. Beyond that, the corpse is immaculate. It would seem the killer knew exactly what they wanted from him and took it. Next to Sam are several plastic envelopes containing the evidence on the body. You can examine entrance through the bag without spoiling it. Look at the handwritten note. You can only see part of the note, given the torn-off bits and bloodstains. I feel terrible that we have been long to say I'm sorry. See you there. Love, Jessica. Ooh. Look at the business card. Moving things around, you can make out that it's a card from a place called the Seamstresses Union. There's something handwritten on the back, but the blood has made it illegible. Look at the cred stick. It's a standard cheap, unsecured cred stick. No way knowing without slotting it in. I'm going to leave it in the evidence bag. Look at the purple shirt. It's Sam's shirt. Several of the buttons are missing, and blood has thoroughly soaked it. The bag sloshes a bit in your hand. Put down the evidence bag. Now, I'm not taking evidence, not with somebody who seems to be in charge right there. What's over here, though? Basic medkit. Yes. Medkit's good. Medkits help us survive combat. Yeah, I'm going to put it down. Mr. McCluskey. Towering over the diminutive corridor is a homicide detective right out of central casting. If you can ignore the tusks, pointed ears, and Neanderthal brow, you can smell the cheap aftershave from a mile away. So this Rippervik, Watts, name's familiar. Didn't his mother kill herself a while back? The coroner frowns. So you insisted at the time. Come on, she offered herself. I had it on very good authority. Now let's go, Dresden. Give me something to work with here. The Ripper case is my ticket to a lieutenant's badge. I've already posted everything I know. The killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic, and then removes a single internal organ while they're still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed, with a slim hand that knows its way around a scalpel. Has a decent understanding of human and metahuman anatomy, too. So I'm looking for a whacked-out surgeon? Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons that still use scalpels anymore. These days it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado. You're no damn help, dwarf. The Lone Star detective finally notices you. You note his superhuman powers of observation. Who the hell are you? Let's see. I'm nobody, didn't hear nothing. I'm new in the case. You the welcoming committee. I don't have the strength for that one, so let's see. He's vying for the badge, so he's gonna probably see that as me trying to take his gerb. So I'm the nobody who didn't hear nothing. That's right. And if you ever do hear something, I'll knock it right out of your head. He looks back at the dwarf. Dresden, get me more. I'm putting someone in a cell or a box this weekend, and I'm claiming my promotion. Super classy, McCluskey. Super classy. Dresden looks amused. Do you always make friends that easily? Well, he didn't really seem my type. He crocked his head to one side. Be straight with me. You really gonna work for the dead man? Uh, Sam was there when I needed him. I'm going to return the favor. Fascinating again! Detective McCluskey isn't interested in anything but Detective McCluskey. He'd convict his own mother if it meant another 10 new yen in a week for his paycheck. Plus, he's on the take, Dresden pauses considering. You have honor, and after fashion, I try to honor the dead in my work, so we have that in common. What can I do to help you? Let's see. What's McCluskey say about his mother? The official report is she committed suicide about a year ago. Alright. Sounds like you disagree with the findings. My name's on the report, but my actual findings left some doubts. I can't say that it wasn't suicide, but there were some unusual bruises in the upper arms. She didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. I was told to drop it, so I dropped it. Who still uses scalpels? Doctors still learn how to use them in their first year of medical school, as do coroners, but neither profession uses them as much anymore. It's possible some of the slimier chop shops still use scalpels, I suppose, but I wouldn't know where to look. Huh. What are organs worth these days? A whole healthy body can be worth a bunch of union, but individual organs not worth as much anymore. With the synth and cyber stuff on the market these days. Organ grinders only deal in recently deceased. There's plenty of other chop shops that aren't as picky, though. They don't care where the bodies come from, either. Have you heard of the Seamstress Union? It's a nearby club in the Barrens that attracts lowlifes. You'd probably like it. Me, I'm not really the going-out type. Always too much to be done around here. Plus, the dead are just easier to get along with. So you said the detective was on the take. Who's paying to hold his leash? I don't know, but someone with the major pull has been looking out for McCluskey's career and wallet. I need to know one more thing. Where was Sam killed? Ooh. See, I completed the objective, asked Corner, and gained 2 karma. Alright. Dresden looks at you intently for a moment before speaking. You know, I might be able to do you one better. Why don't you poke around those body lockers in the back and see if you find anything useful? Okay then. I'll go do that. Oh. Open the morgue drawer. Hold on. Basic med kit, yes. Dock wagon, basic trauma kit, yes. The trauma kits are kind of like Phoenix Downs. Is it not that back? Oh, this back, okay. The cold storage drawer is labeled John Doe, but the inter thermostat was set to 21 degrees Celsius. Open the drawer. The cold storage drawer opens to reveal fully clothed body of a man, arms folded across his chest, in addition sporting some of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen. The body seems to be in very good condition. Whoa, easy there, says Jack Armitage. In one quick move, he jumps down from the drawer and stands before you. For someone who just woke up from a morgue locker, he seems unfazed and pretty well put together. You spot a data jack drilled into his temples, and some schematic tattoos peeking above his collar. An interesting combination. I told John to wake me up 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? It doesn't feel like 6 yet. Sorry, didn't expect you to be so alive. Yeah, Dresden thinks it's pretty funny. You're not the first person he's pulled this one on. He chuckles. Well, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, I noticed you haven't killed me yet. So that's good. If you aren't after me, what's your story? Let's see. I'm looking to death for Sam Watts. The coroner seems to think you can help me out. Sam, huh? Glad somebody cares. We used to drink together every now and then, over at the Union. Decent enough guy. Always in trouble over something or other, though. Jack yells towards the other side of the room. John, is this guy cool? He's on the level, working for Sam, believe it or not. Some sort of dead man switch. I thought you could help him out. Maybe even stop moping around the shop all day. Thanks for volunteering me. He pauses, might be sizing you up, but it's hard to tell behind those shades. Alright then, the name's Jack, and you are? Nice to meet you, Jack. I'm Aelixander. And well-mannered too, is such a rare thing in the city. Well, it sounds like you're taking a dive into the deep end here. John's right. I might be able to help you out. I was with Sam the other night, the night of the murder. Poor guy. He was hanging at the Seamstress Union all night. Tripped out and rowdy. I've been laying low for a few days after a bad run. Mrs. Kubota asked me to throw Sam out, so I did. But out in the alley, some gangsters got the jump on me. He winces. Damn. Maybe I need some soy calf after all. John, could you grab me a cup? Get your own damn cup. My hands are dirty anyway. Now what's wrong with this intestine? You hear a loud squelching sound as Dresden continues his work. Thanks, John. You're a real pal. Anyway, there's a big fat court bounty on my head. Like I said, last job didn't go exactly according to plan. Out in the alley, a few Halloweeners got the jump on us. Damn gangers thought they could turn a quick profit off my head. Jack smiles, and you get the impression that didn't work so well for the gangsters. Sam stumbled off during the fight, though, and that's the last I saw of him, until he turned up here. Dead on arrival. Reminds me of my last day at this place. You've done this before? Very long story. I ended up in the morgue more often than the average guy. Yeah, Jack's a regular. Should have started the rewards card, Jack. A few more visits and you get a free night stay. Jack laughs. I told you. I'll hold you to that, John. Anyway, they found Sam's body less than a block away from the Union, missing liver and all. Tell you what, you look like you can handle yourself in a fight. I could use some backup to settle a score with those Halloweeners out there. The leader's got the whole gang searching the barrens for me. I need to get rid of that asshole. In return, I'll take you to the place where Sam was murdered. It's not safe to hit the streets alone at night. Trust me. Jack eyes you up and down. And maybe I'll throw in some decent supplies while we're at it. What do you say? Since Sam's wanting at your back, assume you can trust them. I don't work for free. I fight paid in Nguyen, not tours. I do like a bit of street justice every now and then. Alright, Jimmy, count me in. Well, being that he's a fellow runner... You know what? It's nice to have someone watching your back out there, assuming you can trust them. I get it. Got to be careful in this trade. I'm not one to go back on a deal, though. John can vouch for that. Plus, you know where I'm hiding out, right? Don't leave me a lot of room to sell you out. What do you say? I do like a bit of street justice. Great! I've been hiding out here ever since the run-in with those Halloweeners. One bunch of gangsters, but this stretch of the Barrens is their turf. Hell, I'm surprised you even made it to the morgue in one piece without packing some heat. He also showed her, very funny, Jack. Or Jake. You can sleep in the dumpster tomorrow. So, you need a weapon? Let's see. Whew. Let's see. I'm a Decker hacker, so I don't really like to get in things. I like to keep my distance. Got a rifle? You don't take library windows, do you? Never mind. Here's a rifle you can borrow. Nice. So, ready for an evening out on the town? Let's see. Give me a minute. Tell me more about these gangsters first. Well, they're one of the nastier gangs in town. Their symbol is a flaming jack-o'-lantern, but you wouldn't like their version of trick-or-treating very much. Around here, they're led by a troll named John Paul. He's got the Halloweeners in the barrow, and the Baron's looking for me. We take him out. Maybe I can breathe a bit easier. If you're buying. Hey, I've already provided the party favors. True. We can leave whenever you're ready. So, this is where I'm going to take another quick look around. Alright. Well, now that McCluskey's gone, I think I will take the thing. Look at the cred stick. Take the cred stick. 300 new have been added to your account. Yay! Well then. I don't think I'm getting through that door. Though it looks like you could, because there's, you know, stall. Looks like there's a bathroom here. Oh. Make sure there's no other point of interest things. Okay. Head out to the Barrens, confirm. The Redmond Barrens. Run in the Seattle sprawl, and sooner or later you'll find yourself in the Redmond Barrens. It doesn't matter your business. The Barrens doesn't like you. Take 1 part radioactive wasteland, 3 parts dog-eat-dog slum, and a dash of tourist trap, and you've got the recipe for a mean as hell. You leave the sanitized death and formaldehyde of the organ grinders behind, entering the anarchy and desperation of the streets. Jack stops a moment to breathe deeply, filling his lungs with motorcycle exhaust, radioactive dust, cordite, and who knows what else. He exhales with an expression of wry content. The stench of grime tells him he's home. Stashes around the corner in the alley. Well, that is where we're going to leave it for now, everyone. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you're enjoying my content as much as I'm enjoying making it for all of you. And I really do enjoy making it for all of you, because I put out a video every single day of the week. If you do like my stuff, then please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little bell notification icon, all that wonderful stuff that YouTube wants you to do. If you're enjoying my stuff and think other people would, then please share. Because sharing is caring. Tell your family, your friends, your frenemies, your enemies, even your nemesis about Maester Aelix, and just share. That would be great. If you really do like my stuff, then I do welcome you to look to the links in the description below, where you can find some really, really good things, including a link to my Discord server, where you can contact me all day, every day, any day, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I do prioritize looking at my Discord over all others. Beyond that, you also have a link to my Patreon campaign. Patreon subscribers can get themselves a slew of wonderful rewards, including early access to my videos, Patreon exclusive videos, and all sorts of wonderful things, including a discount at my Teespring store. And yes, I have a Teespring store. That's the 3rd link in the description below, so do please enjoy. Anyway, thank you all for joining me, and I shall see you all next time.